Hey guys, it's Amélie, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the books that I plan on reading in June. So throughout the month of June, I'll be participating in 2 readathons. The first one is the Biblio Games hosted by Mayona over at Little Wolf Reads. I will leave the link to her channel down below if you guys want to check that out. But it is a readathon where the participants are divided into teams, and the team that reads the most pages wins. So this time around, we are divided into 4 teams, and the readathon is superhero themed. So we have heroes, villains, anti-heroes, and sidekicks. By the way, forgot to mention, but I am team sidekick. I feel like this really fits me, and yeah, this is just who I am. I am a sidekick. I am also going to be participating in the summerathon, which is taking place from June 21st until June 27th. I will be giving you guys more information about that readathon later on because I haven't picked my TBR yet, so I will be sharing that with you guys in an upcoming video. But I will leave the link to their Instagram account if you guys want to check that out. All the info is there. That will be linked down below. Now that we've talked about the readathons, now let's talk books. And this time around, I wanted to do my TBR a little bit differently from what I've done in the past. There are so many creative ways nowadays to do TBRs, and I just wanted to take part of that challenge and try to do something a little bit different. So I asked you guys on Instagram to pick the books that I will be reading for this month. So basically what I did is I posted a bunch of polls in the last couple of days asking you guys to pick between 2 books. And each time around, the book that won is the book that I will be reading during the month of June. By the way, my Instagram is @_Amélie Boucher, and the link is, as always, in the description box down below. And if you guys aren't already following me, you definitely should. I am definitely trying to up my Insta game lately. But now let's get to the results. I'll be honest, I haven't checked the results yet, so I have like all the books right next to me that I asked you guys whether or not I should read. So let's see what you guys voted for. So basically I decided to divide my books between like categories so I could make you guys vote for like books that are either by the same author, that are the same genre, sometimes it's just similar vibes, and I just asked you guys which ones you would rather have me read. So the first category is very popular, and I feel like people are going to be really happy that I'm finally getting to this author, and that's Taylor Jenkins Reid. So I asked you guys to choose between 2 of her books, and the first one is Maybe in Another Life, and the second one is One True Love. So Maybe in Another Life follows a girl named Anna, and Anna doesn't know what she wants to do with her life. She's kind of lost at the moment. She feels like she doesn't know where she's going, and basically one night she has the choice to either go home with this guy or to follow her friend back home and just not go home with the guy that she met. And we are going to be following her life based on the decision that she makes. So what happens if she goes home with this guy, and what happens if she doesn't? I'm a big fan of the concept of the dual timelines and the what if concept. I don't know, I like that. I'm very excited. I've heard great things about this one. I'm like very excited, and if I'm being honest, this is probably the one that I would rather read. But we also have One True Love. So in One True Love, we are following Emma, who marries her high school sweetheart Jesse, and on the day of their 1-year anniversary, her husband suddenly disappears. So Emma goes on with her life, and she rebuilds this whole new life. She marries a new guy, but years later, Jesse reappears. So basically Emma is gonna have to choose between the guy she used to be with and the guy she is with now, and this is just gonna be a whole lot of heartbreaking. I can already tell. I've heard great things about this one as well. Taylor Jenkins Reid is like the queen of adult contemporaries, and apparently all of her books are heartbreaking on some level, so like lots of tears to come. But I asked you guys to choose between these 2 books, so now let's check the results. The result is 50-50. Seriously? I'm like, okay, that's really not helpful. Thank you guys so much. But if I'm going with my heart, because in this case, like, I'm not gonna read both books, but I think I'm gonna go with Maybe in Another Life because, as I said before, this is the one that I kind of wanted you guys to pick, but I would have been happy reading the other one, but this one sounds really appealing to me. I feel like I will be able to relate to the main character a lot, so I'm just very excited. So we are gonna be reading Maybe in Another Life. The second category that I asked you guys to vote for is romance or yellow books, because I asked you guys to pick between The Unhoneymooners by Christina and The Right Test by Ellen Huang. Yeah, this is like yellow books. I mean, very spring, summerish. I'm very excited. I'm really excited for both of these, to be honest. Like, those are some of my most anticipated releases for 2019, so I'm just very eager. I might end up reading them both, to be honest, but I will be reading the one that you guys picked first. So in On Honeymooners, we are following our main character Olive, and Olive has to go on her sister honeymoons after everyone at the reception gets food poisoning. But she's not going alone on this honeymoon. She's going with the best man, who also happens to be one of her worst enemies. So this is a hate to love type of book. This is taking place in, I don't even know, Maui, and I'm so ready for this. A travel book. that's like A to Love and like Christina Lauren. I'm so ready. I am so excited. And The Bride Test is the companion novel to The Kiss Quotient. So it's not a sequel, but you have to have read the first one, I think. I'm not sure. It follows another set of characters. This one follows Kai, and I'll be honest, I don't really know what this one is about. I just know that I really liked The Kiss Quotient, and it follows another character, and I was excited. I just bought it. So I think he's gonna have to find a bride, and like she's gonna have to go through a test or some sort. I don't know. Like I said, don't know too much about this one, but I will leave a link to this book and all of the books I talk about in the description box if you want more info. So let's see what you guys voted for. The Unhoneymooners or The Bride Test? You guys chose The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, and I am so happy that you guys picked this one because I kind of have a preference for this one, even though I would have been very happy to read The Bride Test first, but oh, I am so excited for this one. Like, oh my god, I am just thrilled and I cannot wait to dive into it. I kind of want to read this one first. The next category is contemporaries, and once again, it could have been like a book cover theme thing because both of them are pink, and they are Prince Charming by Rachel Hawkins and If I'm Being Honest by Amélie Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. Yeah, they're both pink. They're both cutesy contemporaries. Spring and summer is like the time of the year where I tend to read the most normally because I read tons of contemporaries and romance novels, and I just feel like it at the moment, so I decided to ask you guys to pick between these two. So in Prince Charming, we are following our main character Daisy, who is a very normal, typical girl, but her sister gets engaged to the Prince of Scotland, and suddenly Daisy's life changes drastically. She has to fly to Scotland for the wedding, and she meets this boy Miles, who kind of helps her stay away from the tabloids, but the prince's younger brother is also interested in Daisy. So Daisy will have to struggle with like her new life and just all of these boys getting interested in her. Like, there's just a lot of stuff going on, I'm sure, and I'm just so excited because I love Scotland and I love royalty like inspired books, and I'm very excited to read this one. But we also have If I'm Being Honest, and this one is probably one of my most anticipated reads of 2019, and I probably wouldn't have said that at the beginning of the year, but after I read Always Never Yours in April for the Owls Readathon, I just changed my mind, and apparently this one is like even better. Like, everyone loves this one, so I'm just so excited. This is a Shakespeare inspired book, kind of like Always Never Yours. I don't know too much about which Shakespeare play it's inspired by, but I love Shakespeare stuff. I just haven't read everything. But this one is following Cameron, and Cameron is known for being the bitch. You know, at her school, she's just not very nice to people, and she has to go on this apology tour, and she starts off with this geeky guy that she really hurt in the past, and suddenly Cameron like finds herself becoming friends with this guy and his friends, and I don't know, I like the idea of like a 10 things I hate about you type of thing. This is giving me these vibes, and I'm just very excited for this, and the cover is really pretty, like spring-ish. Very excited. But I'm excited for both of these, so let's see which one you guys picked. Ooh, okay. So you guys voted for If I'm Being Honest by Amélie Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. Once again, I might end up reading both of these because, to be honest, I'm very excited about this one as well. But I'm glad you guys picked this one. I love the first book that they wrote, so I'm so excited for this one, and I've heard so many great things about it, so very, very excited for this book. The next category is also a contemporary category, but I gave it a twist, and that's diverse contemporary. So we have The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu and Hot Dog Girl by Jennifer Dugan. Or Dugan? I never know how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry. But I've been wanting to read both of these as well, and I didn't want to have just one contemporary category, so I just thought, you know what, these are diverse because we have a Korean American main character in this one, and this one is a queer contemporary. But The Way You Make Me Feel is about a girl named Clara, and Clara has to work with her dad in his food truck for the summer after she's done some not so great things at school. This is her way to be punished, and Clara is just not about it. But she's gonna meet this boy and everything's gonna change. I don't know too much about the rest of this. I just know that it's about a food truck. It's taking place during the summer, and Clara is a prankster. That's the only things that I know, and I'm very okay with that. I also read I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maureen Gu, and I didn't love it, but I liked her writing. I just didn't love the book in itself, so I'm hoping that this one will be more my style, but I've heard great things about this one, so very excited to dive into it eventually. And then we have Hot Dog Girl, like I said, by Jennifer Dugan, or Dugan. that's still unclear. And for this one, I don't know too much about the plot of it. I just know that it's taking place in this amusement park, as you can tell by the cover, and just that sold me. And the fact that it's queer is just a plus. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard great things about it so far, so I'm kind of hesitant, but maybe I'll like it, who knows. So we have these two. Let's see what you guys picked. Oh, okay, so The Way You Make Me Feel is the one that won. I bought this last summer and I was all like, I had intended to read it last summer, but I'm very excited to do it now because I never got around to reading it last year, and I'm just so excited. I'm saying that about all the books, but I'm just really excited about my TBR this month. And the last category is actually not a contemporary or a romance or any kind. It's fantasy. I wanted to have at least one fantasy or like sci-fi book, and I realized that I had two diverse fantasies, and they're both Asian inspired, and we have Smoke in the Sun by Renee Adye and We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. I still don't know how to pronounce her name, I'm very sorry. But I've been trying to diversify my reading, and I realized that I didn't really have any fantasy in this TBR, and I just wanted to make you guys choose for a fantasy that you think I would enjoy. So Smoke in the Sun is a sequel to Flame in the Mist. I don't remember much about the first book. I know it's kind of a Mulan inspired retelling. I don't know too much about it. To be honest, I probably should have reread Flame in the Mist. I kind of remember the big lines, but nothing too secure. I hope that when I dive back into this, I'm gonna remember everything, but we'll see. And then we have We Hunt the Flame. I don't know too much about this. I just know that we are following her main character, who's a huntress, and the Prince of Death is sent to kill her, but eventually they go on this quest. So I'm guessing he has a change of heart, and we like that. It has like Arabian vibes. So let's see which one of these you guys picked. Oh yes! You guys picked We Hunt the Flame. I am so excited. I got this recently in my Indigo book box, and I was just so excited because, spoiler alert, this is a signed edition, and I'm just like in love. I just wanted to read this book so freaking badly. Like, yes, I want to read this. I'm just, oh, you guys made a great choice, I'm sure. I am so excited for this. That was the last book that I made you guys vote for. I also have a couple of extra books that I'd like to maybe get to this month, but those are not as much of a priority as the ones that I just showed you guys. But the first one is Cress by Marissa Meyer. This is the third book in the Lunar Chronicles, and I've been rereading the Lunar Chronicles recently, and I've been loving my experience, and I am now up to Cress. And Cress is like my favorite, I believe. I'll have to reread Winter as well to decide between the two because they're kind of a tie in my heart, but I really love Cress. I'm so excited to get into this one. It's a chunky beast, so I don't know if I'll actually be able to read it this month after reading all of this, but if I can get to, that would be really nice. And this is a Rapunzel retelling. Forgot to mention, but sci-fi retelling of Rapunzel in space, we love. Next up, we have another sequel, but this time it's a graphic novel, and it is Fence Volume 2 by C.S. Pacat and Joanna the Mad. So I read the first volume in April sometime, I don't remember, or maybe it was the beginning of May. I think it was May 1st or something like that. And I really enjoyed it, so I got the second volume, and I feel like this is going to be a great way to get lots of pages in and like really quickly. So I'm very excited for this. So this is like a fencing school type of book. I'm really liking it. I don't have too much to say about it. I don't even know what the plot really is because it's super slow, but I'm really enjoying it. The illustrations are really cute and like pretty, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I cannot wait to read the second volume. The last book that I plan on reading this month is Summer Days and Summer Nights by a bunch of authors and edited by Stephanie Perkins. And I've been wanting to read this for, well, ever since it came out, honestly. But basically it's a bunch of short stories that are taking place during the summer, and I feel like now is the perfect time to read them. So we have Leigh Bardugo, Libba Bray, Cassandra Clare, Francesca Leah Block, Brandy Colbert, Tim Federle, Lev Grossman, Nina LaCour, Stephanie Perkins, Veronica Roth, John Scovron, and Jennifer E. Smith. And some of these authors I absolutely love, like Jennifer E. Smith, Leigh Bardugo. Who else? Cassandra Clare, Stephanie Perkins. Basically all of them are authors that I really like, and it's taking place during the summer, and I feel like since it's short stories, I'm gonna be able to read like maybe one a day or something like that, and it's gonna go by super quickly. So that's it for my TBR. I don't know if I'll be able to read all the books that I just showed you guys. I feel like since I started this new job, I haven't really been able to read as much. Hopefully I will be able to read all of them because they all sound so good and like so summer, springish, and I'm just so excited to read all of them. But let me know if you guys liked this format of like Instagram choosing for me. I really like that because it makes you guys interact with me, and I got so many like DMs about, oh, you should read this book, and like this book is really great and stuff like that. So really enjoy that. But let me know if you guys would like to see more of that for future TBRs. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, you definitely should. As I said before, it's at _Amélie Boucher. The link is down below. I'm probably going to make you guys vote throughout the month to choose which book I should be reading next and stuff like that. And who knows, if we're doing this again for July or August, I might be making you guys vote for future TBRs as well. So make sure you follow me on there if you're not already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this a big thumbs up. That's super helpful. And if you're not subscribed already, now is the perfect time to do so. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And I guess that's it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!